Okay, let's talk about something we've all seen before, the certificate of deposit. The CD. They offer these great guaranteed interest rates, which sounds amazing, right? But there's always been this catch, this big what if that makes a lot of us hesitate. So, what if there was a way to get that awesome rate without having to lock your money away for years on end? Let's dive into a new idea that could totally change how we think about saving. So, this is the classic dilemma. On one side, you've got the promise of high, fixed returns, super attractive. But on the other side, there's that fear of locking your money up where it's completely untouchable. I mean, what if an emergency happens or a great opportunity comes along? For a lot of people, this single trade-off is the deal breaker. Does this sound familiar? I have to lock my money up for years just to get a great fixed rate. It's a thought so many of us have. It perfectly captures that feeling, of being stuck between wanting a really good return and fearing the loss of control over your own money. So where does that fear actually come from? Well, it comes from the old way of doing things. It comes from the villain of our story today, the early withdrawal penalty. Yeah, the traditional system has always been pretty brutal. If you needed your money before that CD matured, bam, you got hit with a penalty. It was often a huge chunk of the interest you'd earned. And here's the thing, it was a one-size-fits-all punishment. It didn't matter what was happening with interest rates in the real world, it was just a penalty, plain and simple. But what if that whole model is just outdated? What if it's time to ask some serious what-if questions and maybe rethink these rules from the ground up? Let's start with a really basic question. What if cashing out early wasn't treated like you're breaking a rule? Imagine if, instead of a fine, the whole process was based on something else entirely, something fairer. And what if we could just get rid of that confusing penalty and replace it with total transparency? Imagine knowing every single day the exact dollar amount you'd get back if you needed your cash. No more guesswork, no nasty surprises. All right, now for the biggest what if, the one that really changes the game. What if the system was designed so well that under the right circumstances, taking your money out early could actually work in your favor? I mean, how would that even be possible? Well, the answer to all of those questions is a really cool innovation called the Redeemable CD. It's a completely new way to approach this classic savings tool. So what is it? Put simply, a redeemable CD is just like a traditional CD, but with one massive, game-changing difference. It has a daily market value. So instead of some arbitrary penalty, its worth is calculated based on current interest rates. This means you have a clear, transparent value for your investment every single day. Now, this sounds fantastic for us savers, right? But you're probably thinking, okay, what's in it for the banks? The really cool part is that this whole new structure is designed to be a genuine win-win. For savers like us, the benefit is obvious. We get way more flexibility and control without having to sacrifice a great rate. And for the banks, it actually creates a fairer system that can attract people who were always too nervous to lock up their money. It's a model built on real market value, not just random punishments. Let's just put these side by side so you can really see the difference. With a traditional CD, cashing out early means a penalty. The value you get back is, well, it's a bit of a mystery until it happens. It's totally inflexible. Now look at the redeemable CD. Withdrawal is based on real market value. The value is known every day. It's flexible. I mean, the difference is night and day. So when you step back, you see this isn't just a new feature for an old product. It's a huge shift. From a system based on punishment to one based on actual value. It transforms the CD from a rigid lockbox into a dynamic, flexible savings tool. And that leaves us with one really big question to think about. Is this the future of savings?